Hello students, hope everyone is fine and doing well. So we are going to start the exercise 4.3. Since first question we already discussed how to solve it, and from the third question we are going to solve now. So here you have the questions. Denominator in x terms are in the denominator. So I'll go for the second question solution. Okay, so you can try the first question very easily. So if I insert the equation, here you have 1 upon x plus 4 minus 1 upon x minus 7 equals to 11 upon 30. So what we do is, we take the LCM for the denominator. Okay, so let's see what we get if we take the LCM. So if I take the LCM, the denominator is going to be the product of the terms, that is x plus 4 into x minus 7. Okay, both the denominators will be multiplied. In the numerator, what do you get? This x minus 7 will multiply with 1 minus this x plus 4 will multiply with this one. So you will get it as x minus 7 minus x plus 4. Okay, so this is what you get LCM. How do you take the LCM? It is very easy step. Just the denominators will be multiplied, x plus 4 into x minus 7, so that will be our denominator term. And the numerator, this denominator will multiply with this numerator, and this denominator will multiply with this numerator. 2 is there, then 2 into x plus 4. And what if minus is there, then minus sign will come here. If plus is there, then plus sign will come. Is equals to 11 upon 30. Right? So in the next step, what you get is, let me insert the equation. So I think here you will get it a denominator. Let me open up the bracket. X into x is x square you will get. Okay. Then x into minus 7 is minus 7x. Minus 7x, and plus 4 into x is 4x. So minus 7x plus 4x is going to be minus 3x minus 4 7s are 28. So I simplified the step also. And here if I open up the bracket, this is x and this will come as minus x. So x and minus x will get cancelled. Then you have minus 7 and minus 4. Minus 7 minus 4 is going to be minus 11. Okay. So is equals to, again then 11 upon 30. If you see both the numerators, there is 11 with the left and right side of the equality, so you can get cancel that 11 on both the sides. Then you will left with here you left have minus 1 time will get cancel 11, and here this denominator will remain as it is. Okay, this denominator will remain as it is, which is equals to 1 upon 30. Why 1 upon 30? Because 11 will get cancelled on both the sides, so 1 will be left out. 11 ones 11. Now you can do the cross multiplication. This 30 will multiply with minus 11, minus 1, and this denominator will multiply with this numerator. So what do you get if I multiply? Minus 30, minus 1 into 30 is minus 30 is equals to x square minus 3x minus 20. If I simplify further, you will get 0. I bring minus 30 to the right hand side, it will become plus 30. So what do you get here? X square minus 3x plus 2. Minus 30 will come this side as plus 30. 30 minus 28 is 2. So now you have to use the splitting the middle term and get the value of x. Okay, so what you can factorize is here x square coefficient is 1 and the constant term is 2. So 1 into 2 is 2. The factors of 2 is 1 into 2 only, and 1 plus 2 is 3. So you are getting 3. So what you can do here is You can keep this as x square, then you put minus x minus 2x plus 2. Okay, so if I do further simplification, then you will get 0 equals to, from the first two terms I can take x common. If I take x common, then I'll get x minus 1. From the next two terms I can take minus 2 common, then again you will get x minus 2, x minus 1, because I am taking 2 common, so it will be x minus 1. So 0 equals to, again I will get as x minus 1 into x minus 2. If I simplify further, then I'll get x equals to 1 or x equals to 2. So the solutions of given equation is x equals to 1 or x equals to 2. Here they are given some extra condition, x is not equals to minus 4 and 7, that x value cannot be these values. What happens if x is minus 4 or if x value is 7? If x is minus 4, then if I substitute in the equation, you will get minus 4 plus 4, 0. So 1 upon 0, which is undefined. If I take x is 7 and substitute here, 7 minus 7 is 0, so 1 upon 0, which is undefined. That's why x value cannot be 0, these values, minus 4 or 7. So first question also you take the LCM. This x you can write as x upon 1. So x will be the LCM, then you will get numerator as x square minus 1 upon x equals to 3. So simplify that equation, you will get the answer. Now let me see the next question. So what I do here is I will make the word problem, explain the word problem, make the equation and leave it. You have to solve it by splitting the middle term method. Okay. So this method. Now sum of the reciprocals of Rohan ages 3 years ago and 5 years from now is 1 by 3. Find present ages. Okay. So let Rahman, right? Rahman present age is equals to x years. Okay. If present age is x years, then 3 years ago, Rahman's age equals to x minus 3. Next, what is given? 5 years from now. 5 years after, then Rahman's age will equals to x plus 5, because present age is x, so after 5 years his age will be x plus 5. Now what is given? Sum of the reciprocals of 3 years ago and 5 years from now. Sum of the reciprocal means, what do you mean by reciprocal? If 2 is there, then the reciprocal of 2 is 1 by 2. If 3 is there, reciprocal of 3 is 1 by 3. So similarly, reciprocal of x minus 3, 3 years ago is 1 upon x minus 3. Sum means plus reciprocal of age after 5 years, that is 1 upon x plus 5. What is there? Sum is given 1 by 3. 1 by 3 is the reciprocal. Okay. So as usual, I'll go for LCM of the denominator. What we discussed, LCM of the denominator will become the product of the terms, which is x minus 3 into x plus 5. So numerator what comes? This x plus 5 will multiply with this numerator, and x minus 3 multiply with this numerator. So here you will get x plus 5 plus x minus 3, which is equals to 1 upon 3. See here you can see numerator I didn't use any brackets here. But in the previous question when I solved here, I kept the bracket. There is a reason why I kept the bracket in the numerator because of this minus sign. This minus has to be multiplied with both the terms. Generally student what they do mistake here is they don't maintain the bracket and multiply minus only with x and they keep this here plus 4 only. So then your entire question is going to be wrong. And after fitting the plus 4, then what you get? Minus 7 plus 4 will be 3. So this won't get cancelled. 11 will not get cancelled. Then do all the process correctly. By taking one step wrong here, instead of minus 10, they take plus 10 and they do everything correct. But still you won't get the marks, okay? Because first step itself it is wrong, so marks will not be assigned there. So you have to be careful, especially when you have negative terms. So numerator what you get? X plus x is 2x plus 5 minus 3 is 2. In the denominator you will get it as x square, because if I multiply x into x is x square, then x into 5 is 5x, minus 3 into x is minus 3x. So 5x minus 3x is plus 2x minus 3 5s are 15, okay, is equals to 1 upon 3. Now if I do the cross multiplication both the sides, what do you get? This 3 will multiply with 2x plus 2, then I think I'll get a 6x plus 6 equals to, this denominator will remain as it is, x square plus 2x minus 15 into 1, that will come as same only. Now if I simplify further, you will get this x square will remain as it is. Then if I bring 6x this side, it will become minus 6x. So 2x minus 6x is minus 4x. And if plus 6 will come to the right hand side, it will become minus 6. So minus 15 minus 6 is minus 20. Sorry. Here I have to write minus 21 is equals to 0. So you have to find the factors of minus 21. Minus 21 factor says, if I find the factors has to be given me sum as minus 4. So minus 7 into 3. Minus 7 into 3 is minus 21. Minus 7 plus 3 is minus 4. So use this factorization and find the values of x. I think one x value will come negative, one x value will come positive, as age cannot be negative. So whatever is positive, that I will take. So I am leaving here to find the x value as a homework. Okay. What is the next question is given? In a class test, sum of Shefali's marks in mathematics and English is 30. Had she got 2 marks more in mathematics and 3 marks less in English, then the product of their marks would have been 210. Find her marks in 2 subjects. Okay, fine. So I'll take let marks in, first what is given, math, is equals to x. So what about the marks in English will be, marks in English I'll take it as 30 minus x. Why I am putting 30 minus x? Because both the subjects together, the sum of both the marks in both the subjects is 30. If one is x, then other subject she got total marks minus one of the subject marks will give me the second subject mark. So that's why I taken as 30 minus x. Now what is given? If she had got 2 marks more in mathematics, 2 marks more means initial marks is x, then 2 marks more means x plus 2, and 3 marks less in English. Already she got 30 minus x. So 30 minus x minus 3 marks. Okay. Actually up to this 30 minus x is marks in English. If 3 marks is less means minus 3 or 0. Then the product of their marks is 210. If I multiply marks increased in math with marks decreased in English, if I multiply, this product is going to be 210 marks. Okay, so this is the clue they have given us. So here what you get is x plus 2 multiply with 30 minus 3 is 27 minus x is equals to 210. If I multiply, then what I get, x into 27 is 27x minus x into x is x square, x into x is x square, then plus 2 into 27 is 54 minus 2 into x is 2x is equals to 210. Okay, now in this step what you do is take all these steps. Let me do one more step simplification. This minus x square will remain as it is. You can keep minus x square here. Okay, then 27x minus 2x will become plus 25x. Then what you have, plus 54 minus 210 is equals to 0. So next step you can put here as this one, minus x square plus 25x, then 54 minus 210. If I remove 110 from here, what you get? 54 minus 10 is I think 256. Yeah, sorry, 156. You'll get minus 156 is equals to 0. If you want more simplification, we generally keep x square coefficient as a negative or positive. So what I do is I remove this negative sign, take minus common both the side every term, or multiply x square minus 25x plus 156 equals to 0. So we have to find the factors of 156, whose sum of the factors is 25. So if you want the help, I will give you 12 into 13 is 156 and 12 plus 13 is 25. So you will take minus 12 minus 13 as the factor and solve it, get the x value. Once you get the x value, what they are, find their present marks. So whatever the x value you get, that is the marks in mathematics. And if you want for English, 30 minus x. Okay, so both the ways it can be true. Next question is, the diagonal of a rectangular field is 60 meters more than the short side if the longer side is 30 meters more than the shorter side. Okay, let the length of the shorter side equals to x unit. Meters is given, right? So let me take this is x meters. Why I am taking only the shorter side? Because the diagonal of the rectangular field is 60 meters more than the shorter side. That means if I know the shorter side, I can find the diagonal. Or if, for example, shorter side is 10, then diagonal will be 10 plus 60, which is 70. Similarly, the longer side is 30 meters more than it is the shorter side. That means both the diagonal and the longer side, both are depending on the shorter side. So what is the thing you have to find first? The shorter side you have to find. If you know that, you can find the diagonal, you can find the longer side. So shorter side I have taken as x. Then what is the diagonal length? Diagonal length equals to 60 meters more than the shorter side. 60 more than the shorter side, that is 60 plus x. Then the longest side length is equals to how much it is more than the shorter side, 30 meters more than the shorter side. So 30 plus shorter side is x. Now what is the relation between diagonal shorter side and longer side? Is there any relation between them? Did we study anything regarding that? If I take this is the rectangle, and if I take let me change the color. Yeah, this is the diagonal. So this perpendicular will become the breadth will become the shorter side, length I have taken as the longer side, maybe vice versa you can take, and this is the diagonal. So what is the relation between these three sides? Can I say in a rectangle, the angle is 90 degrees, so that means this will become a right angle triangle. If this is a right angle triangle, then I can apply the Pythagoras theorem. What Pythagoras theorem says, diagonal square equals to side square, so shorter square plus longer square, that you can say. Okay. So here what I do is, what is the diagonal square you have? Diagonal is 60 plus x whole square, that is diagonal square is equals to shorter square. Shorter square means x square plus longer. What is the longer is 30 plus x whole square. Just I am applying the Pythagoras theorem in this step. Okay. So if you want to solve this question, you have to remember the angle in a rectangle is 90 degrees. They may give the area related problem also. So that also we can solve in the same. Now if I simplify this one, what do you get? 60a plus b whole square. If I want to simplify this one, I have to use a plus b whole square. A plus b whole square means 60 square is 3600. A square is 3600. B square is x square plus 2ab. 2ab into 2 into 60 into x, that is 120x, is equals to, here you have x square only. Okay, because this x square you are getting because x whole square is x square. Plus, now expand this one, 30 plus x whole square is a plus b whole square formula. 30 square is 900 plus x square plus 2ab, 2 into 30 into x, that is 60x. Okay, so we made this step. In the next step, what you can do is bring all the terms to one side. So here I'll keep 0 equals to, you can do one thing here, this is x square and this is x square. Both are on the opposite side of the equality with the same sign, so they get cancelled. Okay, so no need to transfer this x square that side. So first let me write what are the terms you have here. 0 equals to, these terms on the right hand side will be as this. Then you have minus 3600 minus 120x. How we are getting this minus sign? Because I am transferring this plus 36 to the right hand side, so it will become minus. Similarly, I am transferring this 120x, it will become minus 120x, and this x square is cancelling with this x square. Both x square get cancelled and one more x square is there, so that's why we have the same. Now let me simplify the further step. Let's see what do you get. If I write the terms in the appropriate standard quadratic equation, you have x square. What about this x term? This is plus 60 and this is minus 120. So I think 60 minus 120 is minus 60x. This is 900 minus 3600. If I simplify, I think I'll get minus 2700 is equals to 0. Now how do you factorize this 2700 factors? Sum of two factors has to be 60. I think 90 into 30 minus 90 plus 30. 90 into 30, if I multiply, I'll get 2700, and minus 90 plus 30 will give me minus 60. So you got the factors also. Please try to solve it and get the value of x. Okay. Do not copy from him anywhere. If you are not understanding, please in the doubt clarification class let us know. Next, the difference of the squares of two numbers is 180. The square of the smaller number is 8 times the larger number. So here I want two numbers. Let smaller number is x and larger number is equals to y. I have taken a smaller is x and larger is y. Now what is given? Difference of the squares of two numbers. Difference of squares of two numbers. So if x is there, then square will be x square. If y is there, square will be y square. Now should I write x square minus y square or y square minus x square? Or I can write anyway, there is no difference. There is a difference. See, difference of the squares is 180. That means 180 is a positive number. When you get a positive number, when you subtract bigger number minus smaller number. Smaller number from bigger number, when you subtract that way, you get a positive number. That means if I write x square minus y square, for example, x is smaller, y is bigger, then x square is smaller and y square is bigger. So smaller number minus bigger number will give you a negative number. So that's why here I have to write y square minus x square, not x square minus y square. Okay. So here you will get y square minus x square is equals to 180. So one condition I got. What is the another condition here? The square of the smallest number is 8 times of the larger number. So square of the smallest number is x square. Is means equals to 8 times the larger number. 8 times means 8 into larger number is y. So x square value is 8y. That is the second number, condition number 2 which they are given. First condition is the difference of the square of the numbers is 180 and the square of the smaller number is 8 times of the bigger number. Okay. So you have to be very careful when you write the equation. Please pay attention. So here you have y square. I'll keep y square minus, in place of x square here, I'll put 8y. So you'll get y square minus 8y. If you want, bring 180 also this time. So it will become minus 180 is equals to 0. Okay. So you have to factorize 180 to get 8. So find out what are the factors of 180. 18 into 10. 18 into 10 is 180 and you want minus 8, right? So minus 18 into 10. So try this out. So I'm giving the hints also to solve the question. Factorization also, if you face any difficulty, you can use that hint. Next, what you have? Yeah, train questions, which we already solved in pair of linear equation, two variables. The same type of similar questions which we have now. A train travels 360 kilometers at a uniform speed. Okay. If the speed had been 5 kilometers more, it would have taken 1 hour less from the same journey. Find the speed of the train. So let speed of the train is equals to x kilometers per hour. What is the distance is given? Distance is given as 360 kilometers. So let time equals to t hours. I know the speed, I know the distance, I know the time. What is the form relation between time equals to distance upon speed? So t equals to 360 upon the speed is x. So I'll call this as equation number 1. Now what is given? It would have, if the speed had been 5 kilometers per hour more, it would have taken 1 hour less to cover the same. Now what is the new speed will become? Again I'll write speed equals to 5 kilometers more. Original is x, more means 5 plus x. Distance is any change? No, it is still have to travel 360 kilometers only. And what is the time is given? Time is given as original time minus 1 hour. It would have taken 1 hour less than the original time. So that means 1 hour less means total time, original time minus 1. So here also I have to use the again same formula, distance equals to, time equals to speed upon distance. So distance upon speed. Time is t minus 1 is equals to 360 upon speed is x plus, here I have to go x plus 5. Okay. So maybe we can call this as equation number 2. Now see the equation number 1 and equation number 2. Can I substitute this t value in equation number 2? So here you can make the statement, substitute t value from 1 in 2, from equation 1 in equation 2. So what do you get? 360 upon x minus 1 is equals to, and then again you get 360 upon x plus 5. So next step what you can do here is, you can take the LCM in the left hand side. Okay. When I take the LCM, the denominator here, the LCM is going to be x, and the numerator what you get? 360 minus x is equals to 360 upon x plus 5. So LCM I have taken for only this term. Here 1 you can write as 1 upon 1. So LCM is going to be x. So this x will multiply with 1, as x into 1 is x. So that x you get here. Okay. Now what you do, next step is cross multiplication. What will come in the cross multiplication? This 360 minus x will multiply with x plus 5 is equals to 360 into x. Where this 360 will multiply with this x, and this 360 minus x will multiply with x plus 5. So as usual, now open up the bracket. 360 into x is 360x plus 360 into 5, 1500 plus 300, it will be 1800 minus x into x is x square. X into x will be x square will come minus x into 5 is minus 5x equals to 360x. You see here this is plus 360x on the right side of the equality, and here is also plus 360x on the left side of the equality. So both will get cancelled. So what you left is minus x square minus 5x plus 1800 equals to 0. If you want more simplification, you can put it as a x square plus 5x minus 1800 is equals to 0. So you have to factorize 1800 to get 5. Okay, so try this question also. Think of what are the factors of 1800. 1800 you can write as 60 into 30 is 1800. Okay, then I think 45 into 40 will help you. That's 45 minus 40. 45 into 40 is 1800 and difference is 5. 45 into 40 will help you to solve this question. So try it out. Okay, so when I move to the next question, two water taps together can fill a tank in 9 3/8. So if I convert into hours, in the fraction 75 upon 8 hours, the tap of the larger diameter takes 10 hours less than the smaller one. Okay, so solution what you can write is, let time taken by the smaller diameter let me decrease them. Let time taken by smaller diameter tap is equals to x hours. So what about the time taken by the larger diameter when we? Then time taken by larger diameter is 10 hours less than the smaller one. If smaller one is taking x hours, then the larger one will take x minus 10 hours. For example, smaller one is taking 15 hours, then the smaller one will take, if smaller one will take 15 hours, then the larger one will take 5 hours only, 15 minus 10. So similarly, it is taking x hours, the smaller one, then the larger one will take x upon 10. Okay, so the total time taken is 75 upon, you can write here, total time is 9 7s is 72 plus 3, 75 upon 8 hours. Okay, this is the total time taken. So the amount of water filled in 1 hour, the amount of total time is the time taken by the larger one plus smaller one. Together they can take the time as 75 by 8. If both the taps I start at the same time, then it will take 75 by 8 hours. Then they ask what is the individual time to fill up the tank. So in that case, what you can do is the amount filled in 1 hour by the larger tank is 1 upon x. The amount of water filled by larger diameter is in 1 hour is 1 upon x minus 10. X minus 10 is equals to, this is 75 upon 8, then it will become 8 upon 75, because I am talking about per hour. So that's why this fraction will be reciprocal when I talk about per hour. Okay. Now here, this is the time taken by, this is the amount of water filled by smaller diameter in 1 hour, plus this is the amount of water filled by the larger diameter is equals to, this is the total time. When I convert into per hour, it will be amount of water. 1 by x will represent me, because 1 is the total tank if I take and x is the hour. So 1 by x is give me amount of water filled by smaller diameter in 1 hour, plus amount of water filled by larger diameter in 1 hour is equals to reciprocal will be 8 upon 75. So as usual, here you take the LCM. These all questions we already solved. So here denominator will be, as we discussed, x into x minus 10. In the numerator, x minus 10 will come, x minus 10, then plus x is equals to 8 upon 75. So simplify this one and you get the answer. Should I leave it or can you solve as I promised? So denominator will come as x square minus 10 will come in the denominator. Numerator will come as 2x minus 10 is equals to 8 upon 75. Do the cross multiplication. When I do the cross multiplication, let me copy this x square term. So 8 into x square is 8x square minus 8 into 10 is 80 is equals to 75 into 2 is 150x minus 75 into 10 is 750. So here I solve the case. This. Then you will get 8x square minus 150x. Why minus 150? This plus 150 I am bringing to the left hand side, so it will become minus 150. This minus 750 also will come left side as plus 750. So 750 minus 80. I think 750 minus 80 is 670. Yeah, 670 is equals to 0. So if you want to simplify the equation, simplify, then factorize. I think 2 will divide on everywhere. So you will get a 4x square. You will get it as 4x square minus 75x plus 335 is equals to 0. So what you have to do is 4 into 335, 1200 at 1340. So you have to find the factors of 1340, whose answer will come as minus 75. So work on it and get the value of x. Once you know the value of x, I'll substitute x value here and I'll substitute x value here also here. Your x value should be greater than 10. Okay, because if it is less than 10, then the larger diameter will take negative value. That is not possible. Okay, so next question I'll move. An expression train takes 1 hour less than the passenger train to travel 132 kilometers between Mysore and Bangalore without taking into the consideration the time they stop at the intermediate stations. If the average speed of the express train is 11 kilometers per hour more than that of the passenger train, find the average speed of the two trains. Okay. So what we can do here? So solution, what is given here? An express train takes 1 hour less than the passenger train to travel 132 kilometers between the two stations if the average speed of the express train is 11 kilometers per hour more than the passenger train. So let the speed of passenger train equals to x kilometers per hour. Okay, then the speed of what will be the express train? Speed of express train is 11 kilometers more than the passenger train. So that is x plus 11 kilometers per hour. Now what is taken? Express, both the trains are covering the same distance, 132 kilometers. and express train should have taken 1 hour less than the passenger train. So I have used the speed equals to distance upon time. Let me write time taken by passenger train is equals to t. Then what is the time taken by time for express train equals to 1 hour less than the passenger, right? So that is t minus 1. The distance will remain same for both the trains, that is 132 kilometers. Now what I do is I use the speed equals to distance upon time, or time equals to distance upon speed for both the cases. If I go for the passenger train, let me insert the equation. Time equals to distance is 132 upon speed of the passenger train is x. This is case 1. In case 2, time is t minus 1 equals to distance is 132 upon speed is x plus 11. X plus 11. I think this type of question we already solved. Substitute this t value here. In place of t here, you can replace t as 132 upon x. So you'll get 132 132 upon x minus 1 equals to 132 upon x plus 11. So you can further simplify this one and see what you get in the answers. Should I leave it? So in LHS I'll take the LCM. So it is x is the LCM. You'll get 132 minus x is equals to 132 upon x plus 11. So if I do the cross multiplication here, you will get it as 132 minus x multiply with x plus 11 is equals to 132x. If I go further simplification, I'll get 132x plus 132 into 11. So 132, 1452 will come. 1452, then minus x into x is x square, minus 11x equals to 132x. Again, both the cases, 132 will get cancelled, 132x will get cancelled, so you're left with plus 1452 is equals to 0. If you want further simplification, we can remove this minus, multiply with minus on both sides. So this will become plus, and here it will become 1452 is equals to 0. Just you have to factorize this one and get the value of x. Okay, 1452, 132, yeah, 1452 is correct. So just factorize and get the values of x. We have one last question. Sum of the areas of two squares is 468 meters square. If the difference of their perimeters is 24 meters. First one is sum of the areas. Okay, so let me see. Sum of the areas means, what is the formula? The area of the square is x square side square, right? So let me, first square is side length is x, so area will be x square, plus second square side is y, so area will be y square. What is given? Sum of the areas is 468. This is condition 1. Now, if the difference of their perimeters, difference of the perimeters means, what is the perimeter of the square? 4 times of the side. So, I will take 4x minus 4y. Difference of their perimeters is 24. So, if I simplify now, dividing with 4 on both the sides, I will get x minus y is equals to 6. If I go for further simplification, I'll get x equals to 6 plus y. Because x minus y equals to 6, na? So send y to the right hand side, I'll get x equals to 6 plus y. Getting? Or if you want, let me take this thing. Because in the standard procedure, if I do this, I'll call it as equation number 2. Okay. What you have, x plus y, sum of the squares of sum means plus, squares means sum of the areas. Areas means area of first square is x square, area of the second one is y square. So x square plus y square equals to 468. Next one is a difference of their perimeters. So perimeter formula is 4x and 4y. Difference means 4x minus 4y. Here you can put 4y minus 4x also. Here it doesn't make any difference. Okay, they will remain same. Now what you have, substitute this x equals to let me write here, substitute x equals to this value in equation 1. So if I substitute, what do you get? Let me insert the equation, exponent, this will be bracket. So in place of x, I have to put x plus y. So in place of x square, then it will be 6 plus y whole square plus y square equals to 468. Okay. So if I simplify further here, open the bracket, as a plus b 6 square is 36 plus b square means you get y square plus 2ab means 2 into 6 into y, that is 12y plus 1y square is already there, is equals to 468. Okay. So next what you will get is y square plus y square is, you will get 2y square you have plus 12y minus, why I am putting minus is, this 468 will come to the left hand side as minus 468. So 36 minus 68, 468. I think it has to be 432. 432 is equals to 0. If you want further simplification, what you can do is, you can divide each and every term with y 2. So you will get y square plus 6y minus 216 is equals to 0. So what are the factors of 216? So that the sum of the two factors will give you answer as 6. So how do you decide 216 factors? 16 16 are 4, 32. You have to little bit work it out. Okay, so you'll get the factors. So I think we are done the whole exercise. Each and every question we discussed from 4.3. So please complete the factorization. I left the most of the question by framing the quadratic equation, and I given the hints also how to factorize it. Okay, so factorize it and solve it. Okay, now few more questions I'm going to give as a homework here. I'll paste in the PDF file. of all the types of word problems, whatever we discussed, one question based on the word problems we discussed. Complete those homework questions also. Okay. Thank you. Be safe. Take care. Bye bye.